It was a quiet October afternoon in London. Then, without warning, a tidal wave of beer came crashing through the streets. Bodies were buried, buildings collapsed, and the air reeked of alcohol. This isn't a joke, this isn't fiction. This is the true story of the Great London Beer Flood of 1814. In the St Giles area of London, the Meux Company Brewery was a massive operation. One of its vats, over 22 feet high and holding 3,500 barrels of beer, had a serious problem. It was old. The metal hoops holding it together were under constant pressure. On October 17, 1814, at around 4:30 p.m., one of those hoops snapped. What followed was a chain reaction. The vat burst open with millions of litres of fermenting porter. The force destroyed walls and smashed open neighbouring barrels. In seconds, over 1.4 million litres of beer exploded out of the brewery and into the city. A 15-foot-high wave of beer swept through St Giles, a poor neighbourhood filled with cramped homes and cellars. The beer burst into houses, collapsed walls, drowned residents, and buried a mother and her child alive in a basement. In total, 8 people died, mostly women and children. Some drowned. Some were crushed by collapsing structures. Some were simply swept away. The smell of beer lingered for days. No one was held accountable. In fact, the disaster was ruled an act of God. The brewery was given a tax break and resumed operations soon after. A river of beer turned deadly, and history almost laughed it off. But for those who lived in St Giles, it was no laughing matter.